In the sleepy town of Evercrest, nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there existed a peculiar tradition, the Festival of the Dark Before Dawn. It was a night where the townsfolk gathered to celebrate the transition from darkness to light, symbolizing hope, renewal, and the triumph of good over evil. The festival was held on the eve of the longest night of the year, when darkness seemed to stretch its fingers across the land, enveloping everything in its shadowy embrace. Despite the chill in the air and the foreboding darkness, the townspeople eagerly anticipated the arrival of dawn, for it brought with it the promise of a brighter tomorrow. As dusk descended upon Evercrest, the townsfolk began their preparations. Lanterns were hung from every available surface, casting warm, flickering light onto the cobblestone streets. The scent of spiced cider and freshly baked pastries filled the air as vendors set up their stalls, offering treats to satisfy any craving. Among the crowd was young Ilara, a curious girl with eyes full of wonder and a heart bursting with excitement. She wandered through the bustling streets, marveling at the colorful decorations and the joyous laughter that echoed around her. Ilara's heart swelled with anticipation as she eagerly awaited the start of the festival's main event. As the sky turned a deep shade of indigo, the townsfolk gathered in the town square, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of lanterns. In the center of the square stood a towering bonfire, its flames dancing wildly against the night sky. The air was filled with the sound of music and laughter as performers took to the stage, entertaining the crowd with their talents. But amidst the revelry, there lingered a sense of unease. Legends whispered of a darkness that lurked beyond the edges of the town, a malevolent force that sought to extinguish the light forever. Some dismissed these tales as mere superstition, but others feared that the darkness was real and that it would stop at nothing to consume everything in its path. As the night wore on and the bonfire dwindled to embers, Ilara couldn't shake the feeling of unease that gnawed at her insides. She wandered away from the festivities, drawn towards the outskirts of town where the darkness seemed to loom the thickest. There, she stumbled upon an old, dilapidated cottage hidden amongst the trees. Its windows were boarded up, and its roof sagged under the weight of age and neglect. Despite her trepidation, Ilara felt compelled to investigate further, driven by a strange curiosity that tugged at her soul. Pushing open the creaking door, Ilara stepped into the darkness within. The air was thick and musty, and cobwebs clung to every corner. But as her eyes adjusted to the gloom, she noticed something peculiar, a faint, pulsating light emanating from deep within the shadows. Drawing closer, Ilara discovered a small, glowing orb nestled amidst the debris. It shimmered with an otherworldly brilliance, casting a warm, comforting glow that banished the darkness around it. With trembling hands, Ilara reached out to touch the orb, and as her fingers brushed against its surface, she felt a surge of energy course through her veins. In that moment, Ilara understood the true power of the light, the power to dispel even the darkest of shadows and illuminate the path forward. With the orb cradled in her hands, she emerged from the cottage and returned to the town square, where the festival was still in full swing. As dawn broke on the horizon, painting the sky with hues of pink and gold, Ilara stepped forward, holding the glowing orb aloft for all to see. The townsfolk gasped in awe, their faces awash with wonder and gratitude. For in that fleeting moment between darkness and light, they saw the promise of a new beginning, a future filled with hope, love, and endless possibilities. And so, as the first rays of sunlight bathed the town in warmth and radiance, the people of Evercrest joined hands and danced beneath the dawning sky, their hearts filled with joy and gratitude for the light that had guided them through the darkest of nights. For they knew that no matter how black the darkness may seem, the dawn would always come, bringing with it the promise of a brighter tomorrow.